Jai Ramana,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, 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 Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Hari Ram,
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram.
full power, Hari Ram, Jai Sitaram, Jai Bhagwan, Jai Babaji, Jai Om, Arunad, Shiva Om.
Glory to the Father, glory to the Son, glory to the Spirit. These three my heart are. There will come a day when there be no pain, no heartbreaks, miseries, or sorrow. There will come a day when there be no pain, no heartbreaks or worries about tomorrow. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing when they see their mighty King. Glory to Ramana, glory to Papaji, glory to Mujiji. These three, my friends, are one. When you know who you are, there will be no pain, no heartbreaks, miseries, or sorrow. When you know who you are, there will be no pain, no heartbreaks or worries about tomorrow. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing. And all God's children's gonna sing, sing, gonna sing when they see their mighty King. When they see their mighty King. When they see their mighty being. This love is beyond every word. This love is beyond every concept. This love is beyond every feeling. This love is beyond everything that we know, that we know. This love is beyond all relation. This love is beyond separation. This love is beyond all division. This love is beyond everything that we know, that we know. There's nothing to gain. There's nothing to gain in this love. There's nothing to show. There's nowhere to go in this ocean of love. This love is the core of existence. This love is the innermost being. This love is the unmoving presence. This love is itself everything that we know, that we know. There's nothing to give. There's nothing to gain in this love. There's nothing to show. There's nowhere to go in this ocean of love. Mahadeva Sharire Jivan Mukta Shivuham. I am tired of this body that's capturing me. I wanna fly away in eternity, infinity, in space. I try so hard, and yet I am falling. Oh brother, oh father, oh greatest God, release me. And then a voice from within came to me and said, my child, open your beautiful eyes. I'm here inside of you in eternity, in space. We are one. Nothing is trapping you. Even in this body, you're alive and you are free. Mahadeva Sharire Jivan Mukta Shivoham. Mahadeva Sharire Jivan Mukta Shivoham. Oh Lord, you are here. I can sense it through my body. It's shining and so light. I must been sleeping, 'cause I tried so hard when there was no need for struggling. Even in this body, I'm alive and I am free. Mahadeva Sharire Jivan Mukta Shivoham. Mahadeva Sharire Jivan Mukta Shivoham. The great God in this body is living free. The great God in this body is living free.
Thank you, my dear. Good song choice. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Sri Muji Ji ki Jai. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining in. Just two satsang now for this, before the break. But I already feel that there's nothing else to say. Yesterday some nostalgia was coming. I was saying that I'm sharing since 2013, the middle of 2013 or maybe closer to the end of 2013. And something he was just feeling like it's just a satsang machine operating. So I felt good. Have some break, rest his body. Family's been asking for time as well. So, you didn't know anything? So these 2 days that we have now, let's see if we can come up with, there has to be something to come up with. Let's see if we can come up with what we are truly representing now. Because if I meet myself, then that is not tiring for me. But if I meet a representation of some imagination, it is the convincing of this imagined drop in the ocean, imagine drop in the ocean, that it is the ocean itself. That seems to become a strain on some energies here. So if you come, then let me meet myself in all the interactions that we have.
You said, let me be myself.
Let me meet myself.
Yeah, it's actually, I don't know why I have to say, just, it's actually meeting. It's, I see, it's, that there is nobody who can be liberated. Actually, liberation does not exist. It's not even an individual thing. It's I don't know how to. It can be said in words. It's so obvious. It's not even oneness. It's not in that word. It's beyond beyond all possible concepts and even words which can indicate it's beyond that. It's just it's not an individual thing. There is no individual soul or something or that can be like liberated. And it's what I also sense. It's what you always speak about and pointing at that. It's I'm not in the body. Can be in the body. It's that.
That I can be in the body is the most absurd idea now that we see. Where can I be inside the body? Which organ of the body? Which vein, which artery? Just a set of sensations which happen and it feels like, oh, I am inside this body. But we see clearly now that actually it is this body which is experienced inside me.
Everything. So natural. So also it's so natural to be just aware of awareness. Just happens like this. There's a tool, and just so natural. You can do nothing for that. You can actually stop doing. You have to stop doing, and then you see. But it's this gift of being able to be in physical presence. It's really something beyond words. It's you know, it's actually real satsang. It's not in words. It's your presence, your love, as I already posted, your compassion, your that is satsang actually. Just to be in presence, even if you I don't say that you don't have to do it. I did also, and also devotion. I don't say because I'm that one, but it's not even in that. It's they're just like tools to this. Just even if you do nothing on that, just be in presence. That if you are open, of course. It's actually meeting. Nobody meets.
Yeah.
Nobody meets. There is not meeting of two. It's not meeting even of one. Thank you for this moment that these words are coming, but they're not planned. Just
Jovan has a question. She says, Guruji, who's part of a Sangha? And please don't say nobody. The mind has this habit of creating what is called level confusion. You see? So it depends on the perspective from which we are looking. If we are looking from the personal perspective, then we can say that so many people are part of the Sangha. Nothing wrong with that. As long as it is clear that the question is arising from a personal perspective. So if a friend comes to you and says, who's part of the Sangha? You can say, these people who come to Satsang are part of the Sangha. Then the second perspective can be that I look from this perspective of consciousness itself. And from the perspective of consciousness, all this which is arising is my play. So we can say that I, as consciousness, am the Sangha. That is why it is the Sangha of being, not Sangha of beings. Sangha of being is one being. See, from this perspective. And from the perspective of awareness, you really must then have to say nobody. Although you said don't say nobody. From that perspective, there is nobody. All there is this awareness itself. Nobody ever existed, nothing ever happened. So then you must say that this question does not arise, or you can say that nobody is part of the Sangha because nobody exists. So it's a question of perspective. Yogesh says, can you speak something about pure witnessing, presence without thought, and God? Can you speak something about pure witnessing, presence without thought, and God, source? Is there any difference? Okay, so let's keep the term God out of it for a second, for a few moments, and just check for ourselves. And since you're asking this question, I'm going to presume that you're asking from direct experience. So I have these two tools for you. The first one is, can you stop being? And you notice that being is here. I am here. I am, consciousness, being. All of these are synonyms. See? So in the waking state, you cannot deny the presence of this I amness. So this is consciousness. This is presence. And thought is also made up of the same presence. All phenomena is made up of this primal presence called I amness. That's why we call it the immaculate phenomenon. It is the only phenomena which does not have phenomenal parents. All other phenomena is born from this, the primal phenomena of I amness. So simply when you check, can I stop being? You see that being is just here. Now, the second part of the question was the witnessing, the pure witnessing. So who is aware even of this being? Say, I am aware of even I am. So this I which knows even presence, the existence of presence, which it calls a waking state or the dream state, and the absence of presence, which it calls a sleep state. This I is the pure witnessing or the awareness itself. So when we ask the question, am I aware now? No phenomena needs to be referred to confirm awareness. I'm just aware, irrespective of whatever the content might be. So this is the witnessing that we speak of. It is not the phenomenal witnessing which is sensory in nature. It is this primal knowing of even the presence. Then you said about God. Now God depends on your definition. God, either you can call this I amness itself God, this consciousness which is the root of all phenomena. You can call this God because it is the source of all phenomena. You can call this one God, or you can call that which is aware even of this, the absolute self, the pure witness of even presence. You can call that God. That is completely up to your definition. Okay. Jogan's question was a lot more practical. So she said, so am I part of the Sangha? Or do I need to do something to join? Of course you're part of the Sangha. No initiation, nothing, just here. We can relax the rules a little bit for those who are new. So don't worry about what should I ask. Something is coming up, just ask.
It's a sort of curiosity. Is there a dress code?
Come here, because they'll be able to hear you once you. What is the question? Curiosity about?
Is there a dress code?
Dress code. Does it look like there would be? Or it could be that only t-shirts allowed. You live in Bangalore?
For the past few months. So I've been asking Ali. And he told
Where do
me
you
that-
go?
Yeah, so we are colleagues. And so he told me, in case you're looking for something peaceful, explore this. And I think I'm doing something right. So
Very welcome. Although we will not have formal satsangs for the next at least a month, maybe two. If something comes up, we can get in touch with you. Something here now?
yeah, I'm really looking forward to learning the spiritual concept of this so much. I don't know how to put it. Maybe oneness, knowing the purpose of life and exploring my own self and being able to concentrate my thoughts, maybe via tools like meditation. I'm looking for
Now, what happens in satsang here is sometimes contrary to expectations. Okay? So it could be that we come looking for peace, some joy, some techniques, some practices, some meditation, something. But here what happens is that your openness is checked first, because the question I will ask you is that this one that has this grocery list of things that it wants, who is this one? It can't be the body, so let me help you also a little bit. It cannot be the body because body is not concerned about peace.
this one is a very curious person, always highly entropic, always wandering, always reading, always trying to not stable, and it concerns itself.
If you say something which I say very often, that we cannot find stability in the person. Why is that? Because the person is only an imagined set of beliefs. 5 years ago, you say I was a different kind of person. Now I'm a different kind of person because our beliefs about ourselves changed. We might have said earlier, I'm just very rebellious. Now I say I'm just very
Accepting.
contemplative or something like that. So what changed actually? Who is that one that changed?
Okay, so on the same lines, understanding about people changed.
Yes.
I became more accepting. This one became more mature. Yes, that has been the case.
So this one has a list of requirements. So before we get to the list of requirements, wouldn't it make sense first to make completely certain about who is this one? So we already said it is unstable, changing with time. And I gave you a proposal which was that it's just a set of beliefs. So you checked and you say yes, or because I'm saying you're saying yes?
It just looks right from the. That's it.
So a set of beliefs cannot be I. Set of beliefs is just beliefs, ideas, concepts.
Ideas.
So then what remains? What is left? Body doesn't care about freedom or peace or joy. So it's not body.
So then the mind.
Mind is what?
Yeah.
We should look at these things. Because very often we use labels, and because we've used a label, we stop the exploration. Okay? So we can say soul or mind or something like that.
Yes.
And with that label, the exploration stops. So
Yeah.
here we don't stop. Could it be the mind? So let's look together and see what is this mind.
Set of beliefs, actually. In fact, that's a good way to.
The word I usually tell you is that the mind is nothing but a bundle of energy constructs called thoughts and similar energies like memory, imagination. These is mind. But this is coming and going, isn't it? There is thought, then there is next thought. Sometimes there is space between thought. But who witnesses this thought and the fact that there is no thought, and then there is thought again? That cannot be a thought.
That's the I.
Eye. What color are the eyes of this eye?
Black.
This one that witnesses thought, space between thoughts. Is it possible for this one to want anything at all? Without believing what your thoughts themselves are saying, because we left them behind, you see. In our contemplation already, we left the body, we left the mind, and we left the idea of the person behind. Now we are looking at the witness of these thoughts. So that is not dependent on thought. So for the answer, what does this one want? You must not rely on what the thought is saying because thought is coming and going. So what does this one want?
This one wants so much.
This one wants, without believing a thought, tell me one thing it wants. Let all thoughts come and go, and directly from experience, tell me what it wants.
This one wants fame and materialistic.
Was this not a thought?
It's driven. It's
I
driven
can
by
see what is happening is that you're looking and thought is giving you the answer, and it is a habit to pick up the thought, so we are speaking that. So it is what it wants, or the mind wants. How will this one that is witnessing thought, how will this one experience fame?
It doesn't matter to them.
It doesn't matter. Yes.
Yes. To this one that is witnessing the thought, he really doesn't want anything.
Yes. Yes. Now, can you be something else other than this one? Step out of that one and become something else in short. Don't be the witness. Stop witnessing and be, what's your name?
Sahil.
Sahil. Be Sahil and show.
Again, Sahil wants so much. He wants to eat.
No. First, how did we get to becoming Sahil? We're very slow here.
Yes.
So witnessing is clear.
Yes.
I witness all of this thought, outside world, all of this I witness. Now you said this witness doesn't want anything, but it is Sahil that wants. So can we find this Sahil?
He's lost.
Does he exist? In what way does he exist?
It's a thought.
Just a thought.
Yes.
So if I say that you are free right now, but the way you can pretend to be bound is by believing your next thought, then you prove me wrong.
No. If I am the witness, I am free.
If
I am
what
the
do you
witness.
see? What do you see when you check? Because there's a if here now. That is becomes something big later.
There shouldn't be any. I am the witness. It's the thoughts that I witness. And the witness is free.
Witness is free. What to do about the Sahil?
It's just a thought. So essentially, it's the witness. Yes, it's just a thought. That's how it should be quantified.
And the one that this thought is presenting, saying, I want peace, I want materialistic stuff, I want something. This I which it is presenting is not the witness because you already checked and said witness doesn't want anything. So this voice is representing nothing. This is called the ego. See? So the ego actually, like it is said, is the darkness. It doesn't have any substance to it. It is just the sense of separation from the witness.
Yes, it's a delusion.
It's just a delusion. So, you still want anything from your grocery list?
The witness is actually free, so doesn't really want peace, doesn't really want anything else. It's already
And
there.
does it resist anything that comes?
No, it's so accepting.
Yes.
There's no bucket list as such. It's just a thought. It's amazing. It's feeling. So many thoughts right now.
Yes, they'll come. They'll come. And they, what must you do with them? Don't try to ignore them or push them away. Just allow them to come and go. Just allow them to come and go. Like the Zen master said, let thought come, let thought go. Just don't serve them tea. Which means what? Just don't give them your belief. Because they're representing that one that doesn't exist. And every time you give it your belief, you bring that sense of separation, the Sahil, the ego, and
Ego? Yes. Yes, that's what is to be learned, to separate the belief.
And sometimes when belief goes, then you say, okay, who is this thought representing? Like a belief can come, I am still not free. Or freedom means that I should have peace or bliss all the time. Then you use that and say, who is still not free? Who is it representing? Yeah, you find that one doesn't exist. Then you cannot believe that.
Yes. Yes, actually.
Isn't it amazing?
It's really. The witness is so free, it doesn't care. Nothing matters. This ego binds the thought.
The good news is that the ego never truly exists. It's only a belief.
Yes, that's also just a belief.
I was sharing yesterday that if you were to believe that you are a green-headed Martian, it doesn't actually come into existence. It can feel like it is true. But so the only thing then to be dropped is that this belief that I am this individual entity. What you're actually discovering is that I am the primal witness of all that is coming and going. And nothing that is coming and going actually touches me. That's simple.
Yes. It is really simple. Come to think about it, there are no bad thoughts or good thoughts.
Yeah.
They're just thoughts. It's
Yeah.
the belief that's making them.
Yes, very good. You're like high-fiving your
This is good knowledge.
Yes. Actually, this is that which is not even knowledge you can say, because it's direct experience. Knowledge means, usually in the world, knowledge means something conceptual, something I learned. Here, it is directly seen. So this is true knowledge with a capital K. Because it's irrefutable. Because anytime you check, this is what you will find. No matter what the thought is saying,
Yes.
anytime you check, this is what you will find.
Yes. This is just the witness. It gets so detached from that perspective. It's actually free.
You cannot stop being the witness.
Yeah, it's a great experience right now.
Yes. Because otherwise the question can come that how do I just stay as the witness? So I say try to not stay, become something else and show me. You find that the only way you pretend to not be the witness is by believing something. It's the only root of all this trouble.
Yeah. All the thoughts are going like graphics in my mind right now.
Right.
It's
That is
fantastic.
the distance. I have the distance from it. Julian says, nothing can make me suffer except belief in thoughts. And I will continue to suffer every time I believe in thoughts. Yogesh says, dear Anantaji, the witness never leaves and is free. Vibration arises in this, and then world comes. Nowhere to go. Very beautiful. So like this, then a contemplation might come. Is there even a witness? It's too soon for you. But you see this clearly, then the contemplation can go towards, is there even a witness? Or is there just this witnessing itself? And then you realize that I'm not even a witness entity. I'm this witnessing, this awareness, which is not a thing. I am no thing. It's actually just this simple. Satsang is just a rehab from this me. This me. And it seems like I should just be able to check once and see there is no individual me. And then it should be done. But we find that the belief in the me has been so sticky, has been there for so long, that even after hundreds of times of checking that there is no me, we keep representing this me. We keep presenting ourselves to be this me. And Yogesh says, and your witnessing must not be different from my witnessing. There is only one witnessing. This one witnessing, which itself, you yourself said this vibration comes in this. You can call it I am or Om, Atma, whatever vibration, whatever word you want to call this vibration. This sense of being comes in this awareness. And after this, time, space, the world, this body, other bodies, all of that comes after this. So just like in the dream, it is just one projection of the same consciousness, and it can still seem like there are many different bodies there. Actually, it is just moving images on the screen of your own being, on the screen of consciousness, made up of consciousness itself. You prefer them not to hear you?
Like theoretically, and actually I see that several questions are defunct, like what do I do with my life, what do I do with myself, what will happen in the future, but they are the only ones that keep arising. And other,
So
like,
if they are rising, what is happening?
there's several like concepts, spiritual concepts picked up along the line, and there are so many that I've picked up, and I don't know which ones are right and wrong. They just,
what you feel is that they are coming, maybe they just go.
they actually make no difference to anything.
Exactly.
But there's a perception that if I fail some test, then things
I-
might go wrong.
Today I have to do Advaita police everyone since we don't have time. I is
Nobody.
who will fail some test? You pick up the me, subtly we pick it up.
There's only this happening through the day. That's it. This noticing that
It's a happening, but is it happening to me?
there's again a feeling like saying like that I'm in a limbo, but that's also not true. So actually there is nothing to do, nothing to say.
It's just this movement towards this simplicity, simpler than simple. We believe that it is more and more picking up of spiritual knowledge and getting more and more knowledgeable. Actually, it is leave everything aside and see what I am.
It's not even like a cleaning out, just
Doesn't
nothing.
You can see that the cleaning out naturally might be happening. That is seen, but it doesn't touch the seeing.
But the body is like, it feels extremely restless, and there's some kind of a huge weight I feel on my shoulders and a burning, some like I'm bearing a very heavy cross and stuff like
Nobody is
that.
suffering from any the sensation being experienced by nobody.
Even the question, how long will they last and what's going to happen, is honestly irrelevant.
So there's a term in English for it. It's like saying, and I don't even want to mention what you did yesterday. You already mentioned it. It's actually asking without asking.
There's just like this only, this saying without saying.
It is as good as discussing what should I do about that person who came in my dream last night. He was suffering from some back pain. What to tell? God is not complaining because of what he experienced.
I don't know like feeling all this unrest and this
Yes,
making
it's all experienced by consciousness. The consciousness is not resisting. Resistance is only a belief or pretense. Yogesh says, I love you, never met the form though. I love you too, my dear. Aditi says, just found out my friend is a sex addict and a pedophile. I intellectually know it is oneness playing, but the me doesn't want to be in his presence. Can you talk about this? You will find that life is deciding on its own whether your feet are moving away from him or towards him. It is not that the me doesn't want something, because the me doesn't, that which doesn't exist, cannot want or not want. It is life which is deciding, and you are just watching. Yes, the sense of me can proclaim that I did this or I should do this, what should I do? All this is just the voice of this non existent one. You just watch how your feet are moving, with no sense of decision maker or what I should do. Thank you. Thank you, my dear.
You said something about life takes off feet away from these.
So let's take, and the witness cannot even say that life is happening to me. It is just witnessing what is moving in this life. It is the Sahil idea, or the ego idea, which has these concepts about what I should do or not do. Okay? So you could have said that when I go to satsang today, I will ask this, but actually something else came out of your mouth. Okay? So all this seeming decision making is just the ploy of the mind to convince you about the individual decision maker. There is no such thing. Everything is just moving on its own. You see? You can say sometimes that, oh yes, I decide based on my thought. But how did you create the thought? How do you create your next? It just comes and you just witness it. So initially we can come with the idea that I'm the creator of my thoughts and the doer of my actions. And very quickly first it is seen that I'm not thinking these thoughts are arising. I'm witnessing them. And with that, although the doership idea is little more sticky, then you will also see that just like this, I'm not the creator of my thoughts, I'm also not the doer of my actions. I'm just the witness of them. The mind will give you some of its primitive tricks. It will say, oh, but that means I'll just become lazy. Or it will say that I'll become so irresponsible or something. It's all rubbish. It's just made up for the one that doesn't exist. Thank you, Trupti, my dear.
sometimes I think I may have completely misunderstood your pointings and what you like.
You think now?
Later, I feel that I completely misunderstood everything that you were saying.
Yeah.
I sort of went into some state of like suspension. So that's one, like in terms of the teachings of Bhagavan and whatever, whether I understood it totally wrong. That's some kind of fear
Yes.
comes up.
That's why I've made it so crystal and given you some things which you cannot really misunderstand. So when I say don't believe in it, there's very little room in that, if any. But you really give it to the mind to do something with it for a long time for you to come up with a distortion. Because it's true. Don't believe in it. That's all. Not for how much time, not how many thoughts. Just don't believe in it. So if the mind has this habit of distorting it, oh, that means I must know something. It's very clear. Just don't believe in it. Second, can I stop being?
It's just that you don't even know what a thought is, and so misunderstood the whole thing, and you will.
Yes, but now you know what a thought
Stage.
is.
Huh?
Now you're clear about what the thought is.
Take it as like you can arising. This is the normal state.
The arising means
arising
arising.
in that which is not just different from this. That's
So there are two definitions of thought. Like many sages, including Bhagavan, has said everything is a thought. Okay? All that is arising is a thought. That's the broad definition of thought. Okay? So that is like saying Maya. All appearances are Maya. Okay? It's thought. Like that. Ours is the more specific because it's simpler. Because if you were to, there's nothing to not believe in an appearance. The only thing that can be believed is a thought. What you mean by thought is that this voice which carries a message of the person. So all appearances are free to arise. You don't even call them thought, you just say appearances. But this one that carries a message of that entity, which is imagined, that is specifically thought. It is the only thing that doesn't need to be believed. Nothing else can be believed or not believed.
So for me, it's like arising into either fear or desire to do something. Or it's arising.
Fear is sensation. Without even the label of fear, there is nothing to believe or not believe. This comes that, oh, I am becoming fearful, I should not be. And that is the thought. See? So all sensations must be allowed. Because a lot of pent up conditioning which you feel here must be allowed the space to release itself. But no interpretation about it must be bound.
It's being released rightly.
There's no rightly or wrongly.
There is no such.
No, because God doesn't make mistakes. It's only the interpreter which is saying. What is the meaning of rightly or wrongly? I would still presume an individual doer. There is no such.
All the thoughts that we presume to have been made, there is no such deficit or EQ or
You start fresh every moment. It's just like this.
So that's
That-
the second point. Like, what do you do with all the ones that are already in
Yes. So it's like a seed that is nurtured with our belief, so it became a plant or a tree. Now, when you stop watering a tree, its roots will still function for some time, will still be alive for some time. This is a recurring. So how to chop the axe of this recurring thought? Use them for your inquiry. So put the axe on the tree using your inquiry, so that'll hasten the dissolution of this tree. If whatever is recurring for you, whatever is troublesome, Still, when you pull them into your inquiry. But without the nourishment, I believe it cannot survive. Anyway, it is going to die. This identity without belief cannot survive. But it strikes back by giving you the trump cards. I call them the trump cards. It gets still some belief from you that anytime it happens like this, everything else I see is false. But this one I cannot believe in. Like Guruji, somebody came to him and said, it's famous now. It's clear to me that I don't exist. But I, for the life of me, cannot believe that my husband does not exist. It can be some trump cards like this. So, use them for your inquiry.
Specific disbelieving some semblance of belief.
Take an example.
To me, there is no difference. Like,
Don't believe.
most healings get them into an inquiry. I feel like there's no such specific thing. It's just that they seem to be disbelieving more often.
Okay, so let's look at this somewhere. So belief is not going to most thoughts. Some that we call the sticky ones. Some belief goes. And then what do? We try to force not believing.
So for me, this is not it comes with very
Yeah.
directly that I am sitting on the fence like, regarding movement and questions and need to move and say something. But what would
Right.
have
So
to
in
say
this
not
case,
move?
you can say, okay, I will not believe, I will not believe this, and you keep replaying. Instead of that, when it says, I am sitting on the fence, I need to do something, say, who is this I? That is the thing.
Immediately there is some
Yes.
silence. That
Yes. So you know that it's losing its power when it subsides. Then it has some pent up energy coming, some subtle belief might be going during the day. Then it comes back when it has enough strength. And again, pull it into your anchor. Then it goes away. It's that simple. That's why I was saying the other day that life is very simple. Either it is completely perfect or it is a perfect opportunity to inquire. These are the only two modes. Completely perfect as is, and it feels like it is not perfect as is, then that is a perfect opportunity to inquire. Nothing inside.
there's also what comes up with the image of all these people who fought heroic challenges and they put them on in a big way. And I feel like with my continuously fence it, I will lose all initiative and all energy and just be content.
Yes, so
with
when
just
this
wither
comes
away.
like this is how it comes. Then when it comes like this and it seems to be getting your belief, then say who? I who? I will be sitting on the fence, who? Some identity is lurking in there. You're not saying God will be sitting on the fence. Who? You cannot survive without this trace of identity. It says, yeah, but this is reasonable, no? I have good enough reason to. So all those ones, they fought valiantly. What am I doing? I doing? Who? Not the content of what he's saying. This is enough to see. I? Who? Blessed are those who can keep it simple like that. Yeah, otherwise, you're like, but this one did like this one did like this. So you want to be that one or you want to be God?
And there's a great kind of a happy ending for simple beings who just get it so quickly and easily at such a young age and so unnecessary like burdens have been accumulated for like the biological age has nothing to do.
In fact, Papaji would joke with this. Say, if you become old, it's not possible for you. It's only for the young one. What are you doing here? That itself pushes something.
Everywhere it's like before 30, it's when your body and mind are in your prime or whatever, and then
These are not required for this.
it's just like
Don't need a prime body and a prime mind. Because who does not have that much ability to understand this? Don't believe your next thought. Everyone, no matter what age.
Master, how would you handle to like it forces you to inquire into every moment, and if it does not, it gives you a suffering of so much burden that you can't endure. If there is something sticky which comes up for a moment and you brings it into the inquiry, then it goes away. And after a while, it is silence. But it brings you again and again and offers you so many sticky things that you have to be continuously in a state of inquiry.
Yes, so then gratitude can wait. You finish your inquiry first.
Yeah, so in the inquiry, it is seen that there is no me in that instant, but that, that, that which triggered or caused this inquiry to happen is recurring again and again continuously throughout of the time.
For how much time? How many years? It's new. It can feel like, oh, too much. First time I should inquire and should be done. That's what I was saying earlier. We nourish it with so much specialness, so many things, and then we say, okay, one inquiry, it should be gone. One trick with the inquiry also can be, one trouble with the inquiry also can be, if there's this sense that I am doing the inquiry so that I get something. I want to be free from this, that's why I am inquiring, is reinforcing the I many times, the false I. So that also we must be vigilant about. Very good. Yogesh says, Anantaji, in morning, just after waking up, one can feel a rush of thoughts. One just becomes a witness. Very naturally, you will come to this witnessing position. If you just stay with the simple pointing, don't believe your next thought. It is not trying to control your attention. You see. Because what can happen is that if you have a lot of thoughts coming, you can say, no, I must turn away from them. But that turning away becomes a struggle. And it comes again and again, again and again. So instead, just be completely open to all thoughts. Allow everything to come. Just don't give it your belief. Initially, it might seem like a little bit of effort to withdraw belief. But actually, soon you will realize that the effort was actually in giving the belief. The natural state is that in which all of this is allowed to come and go. This is the Sahaj state.
At the same time, since there is this little, because the very reason thing here is for the, so there is still a sense that
Did you come from relief for suffering or relief from pain? Second one I cannot do. First one you can.
no. So what you're saying about the inquiry in that still sounds
Yes,
subtle,
yes.
not as strong, but still subtle. Even don't believe that it's strong.
Yes. So that I can be free from
From
it.
suffering. Then how do you?
Okay, so since we have two satsangs left, so if I was to ask you today, what is the truest introduction you can give me of yourself? And you can check now. It doesn't have to be from memory.
I'm here.
I am here, but as what is not clear. So the one that doesn't know is which one? The same one that is here? You must look today. You say, the sense that I am here, but what is this? I don't know. This I is which one? Who knows that I am here? You know or is doubtful? You know that you are or is doubtful? You know. So this I is this knowingness itself. That's why you're not able to experience it in any phenomenal way. So that can be the frustration that I can't truly tell. This knowingness itself, this awareness itself is you. This knows I am here. Where is this one that knows I am here? Not find a spatial location. And yet it is clear that the knowing is here. Can it be stopped? The knowing itself. Can you separate yourself from this knowing? What is happening to this knowing? Does it have any expectation? So I rarely say this, but I want to say this today is that just know, and because I say so, sometimes I have to say it. Just know that you are not that which is seen. If it is seen, then you are not that. Because usually I say that don't take my word for it. But sometimes I feel that it's okay, take my word for it. You're not that which is seen. You're the seeing itself. This has been the constant direct experience of all the sages, all the masters that have come before this. This is directly experienced here as well. And I know that you trust me. So I can tell you that the mind tries to take you for a ride whenever this kind of inquiry happens. So in your case, maybe just go with faith. I can't even believe that these words are coming out of this mouth. Just go with faith and see that if this is Ananta's experience, and if there's not yet clarity here in my experience, let me go with his experience. And he says, don't go, you cannot be that which is seen, because you are prior to that which is seeing. You are prior to that which is seeing. And in this way, you will remain as the awareness itself, the witness itself. And I know also that this witness, this awareness which is here, does not want anything. Does not want freedom from pain, does not want freedom from suffering. This one doesn't want anything. What happens is because it's such a deeply ingrained habit and it's been there since childhood, it is strongly resisting the direct experience of this. So it gives you some visuals, it gives you all kinds of things which end up confusing you. So that's why you stay with this and say, remember that he said, if it is seen, then it cannot be known. Who is seeing? I must stay with that. Remember to apply it for all appearances, be it feelings, be it sensations, be it thoughts, be it external. till it is found that very naturally I'm able to not believe any of my thoughts, but then you keep belief in my words. And observe what your mind does in response to this, because it's suddenly out of mood. So now it will paint some stories for you, which is that, oh, but he's singling you out and he's giving you some different, am I at the end of the class or something like that. It's all rubbish, it doesn't matter. Even that you used to say, it seemed. I see even this, the mind is saying this. So it is not me. What are the tears about? This energetic or when is your visa to 11 November. Then Atma is 10th November. We leave on 10th from here.
No, no, no. Yeah, I will go home, take my things, and first then I have to be 10%.
Oh no, I was saying 10th November you leave from that.
Because I'm doing most of
Yes, this evening you'll leave.
Yes, yes, 10%.
What time is your bus today?
Today, 10:30. And I will be.
So I got some messages yesterday saying I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared. Actually, there's so much satsang which is available for you now. And it cannot be that you put on a satsang which is here in this presence and not experience the same presence. See, unless you let your mind get in the way, it's enough. I feel there are more than maybe 500, 600 recordings now over the last 2 years. And we've examined every aspect of what is meaningful to examine, meaningful to contemplate. And also you can, like some of them, Amaya for example, really knows very well which transcript, which satsang has some points about this. So there's some questions also that come, she can help you, she can point you to the transcripts, to the satsang recordings. But truly, truly the point is that this is not meant to be a forever rehab. The point of coming to rehab is to come to rehab and get free from identity and then just be free. it can be a joy, and you're always welcome to come. So I don't mean that the doors will be closed on you, but it is not meant to make you dependent on satsang. Satsang is not meant to make you a follower.
Master, do you remember in the beginning when I came and I tried, then you said at one point that it's okay if you attach with someone who is attached.
Yeah.
So now I understand that person or this we have you only for a moment. But now I am attached to you. How do you feel about that? I want to be.
That doesn't have to change, or nothing needs to happen about that. Is your attachment based on only being in the physical present?
I like it.
Yes, but is it? Even I like being with all of you. But is my love for you only dependent on the fact that you show up here? It cannot be just that. And it's not. My feeling is that it's not a forever thing. I'm not saying never any more such things. He said just at least for a month seems very clear. For second month, most likely.
So there will be strictly no contact at all. So there is a possibility.
I don't make any. I'm not a fan of any declarations, proclamations. Whatever flows naturally. Now, you want to come now? No?
I want to come now.
Come.
I want to come sometime, as I said.
During the break? Yes, yes.
Just I want to talk and study. At least 10 minutes to catch.
Yeah, just 10 minutes.
10 minutes is good.
Yes.
Can come out.
Father, can I come?
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I feel some guilt to come because I don't know if it is my heart or if it is my ego. But I'd like to check this. I'm feeling. Are you listening me well?
Yes,
Are
yes.
you?
Very well.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling more and more this energy of dissolution, and in this moment it's very good because there are some resistances, but I feel strongly the dissolution happen, and a kind of bigger acceptance of this thing that is taking care of something like, because sometimes I was saying, oh, I'm surrounding, but after I was perceiving that it was a lie. My mind was saying, mind doesn't surround, mind is falling down, something like this. And I'd like to check it with you because also it happens perhaps after retreat more, but also sometimes is coming so painfully the old sensation I have in my heart of be dead and of a memory of drowning. This night was coming so strongly that I dreamed so badly, and after, sorry for saying this, but when I knew about your break, I'm happy for you, and I have all the respect and gratitude for this time in Satsang, and I will continue in Satsang, and I'm so grateful, but perhaps something came also, I'll be alone, and Christmas for me, it's coming, and it's sometimes also painful, because I'm not anymore connecting with my family. It's a big liberation, but also some pain comes. and this sensation of death and drowning, it's coming so painful that it seems it sucks the awareness. It was unbearable this night, how God doesn't exist. God is, it loves me, and it's difficult to find, oh, it's just an old, strong thought. But sometimes, also, and in this energy of dissolution, in this moment, it's how I'm having also the answers. It is how my identity, perhaps it was supported by this. I think it's the first big idea I had about as an identity. I am a part, I'm dying, I cannot live. So in the moment I'm feeling more the attraction for the dissolution, it comes more strongly the identity that wants to persist. It is okay, it is this.
Few things I want to say about what you said. The first is that this body and all bodies eventually have to come to their end. In fact, we never truly know whether this night when we go to sleep, whether truly we will ever experience this body and this realm ever again. See? So if these fears are coming up in this kind of situation, then we must face them and we must allow them to come and go. Because no teacher will ever want that all those beloved children should be so dependent on his form that they are taken away from what he's actually been pointing to for so long. So what I've always been saying, what all the masters have been saying is that the true master is your own presence, your own heart. The Satguru is always with you, cannot leave you. And this body is always in service to that Satguru. And I've always said also that this body is also always in service to those that are devoted to the truth. I feel that intuitively there is a sense here that this break will be good for all of us. Be good for all of us. Because a little bit of this rubber hitting the road is also important. Otherwise it can just seem like then this becomes coming to satsang and hearing the same words, same pointing over and over can also become something that becomes a habit. So instead now it's an opportunity to see how much whatever has been heard. Some of you have been here 2 years, some of you a few months, but still I feel enough has been given for us to digest. So it is very good for us to have this little bit of a sense of a break from this regular satsang. Truly, I am always in service to all of you. I feel that even this break is in service to all of you. I know some of you might not agree with that right now, but hopefully will
Can I just ask one more? I'm not hearing, okay, I'm trying to feel.
Yes.
Many times it's when I awake. Oh.
You said many times when I wake
I'm
up, what happens?
I'm not seeing. Okay, I'm not. It's the image. I didn't know if you were hearing. Okay, thank you, Father. Many times it's when I awake. The first sensation. It's that sensation of death, and I'm not thinking consciently. So there is an inconscient thought, perhaps. Also, there is a thought because it's the first thing. It's there are this sensation of death, of it's a big distress, and the first thought is, oh, it's me awakening. It's the old thing, me awakening, coming to the body again. Oh, this. And it seems that it's more strong and it's more difficult to draw up because it's the first thing. When I connect to life in a conscient way, it's the first thing it comes. But also it is an illusion.
Yes. For all of you, I want to say that no matter what the appearance is, whatever the sense, the state of the mind, whether you are the witness of it, and you will see that no matter what comes, I have actually only always been the awareness of it. All of to help you in this discovery. So sometimes very strong sensation, sometimes nice sensation, all of this shall also pass and going. But you are not coming and going. You are that which stays.
Thank you.
Is my voice breaking up? Is it actually breaking up or is it breaking up? Not actually. Only in the hangout. I feel that everything in life has been pointing to me. The last few days also our tech has been also pointing towards the way.
Namaste, Father. मैं आपसे बात कर सकती हूँ?
Plus, the idea of a me. तो मेरी सच्चाई है हंसे That's from the identity.
Can't hear you.
Father, your voice is breaking up a lot, Father. So I'm just going to mute Gurmeet while you talk. I think we're getting some echo, possibly. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
The last thing we heard was, I feel everything has led up to, and then nothing.
That was I was saying that everything seems to be leading up to break. Even our technology, internet, everything seems to be saying break time.
And it was very appropriate because it broke right at that second.
Yes, it just feels like the world has had enough of me for some time. And I have also, to be honest, had enough of the world. I can see Gurmeet also wanted to come up, and she was saying that, but I can sense that she's feeling that I'm going away from her or something like this. But where will I go? She's got the Mehndi on her hand. She's crying at the same. Oh my dear, where am I? Right with you. What can take this away? In a few days, up north, closer to you. It's very nice, Mehndi. I love you, my dear. I love all of you very, very much. I'm not even sure how the audio is. You have a song.
which I felt like for me. I mean, even though there's a fear that came with here, it's like a habit in to. It's very like basically. Can I sing Guru Mata? I need to get the words. Guru Mata. Let me just like forget everything. Guru Mata Pita Guru Bandhu Sakha Guru Mata Pita Guru Bandhu Sakha Teri Charani Koti Pranam Teri Charani Koti Pranam Priyatama Tumi Praninath Tumi Hidayanath Tumi Teri Charani Koti Teri Charani Koti Koti तुम्ही भक्ति हो तुम्ही शक्ति हो तुम्ही भक्ति हो तुम्ही शक्ति हो तुम्ही मुक्ति हो मेरे सोबत तुम्ही मुक्ति हो मेरे सोबत गुरु माता पिता Guru Bandhu Sakha Tere Charani तुम्ही प्रेम हो तुम्ही करुणा हो तुम्ही प्रेम हो तुम्ही प्रेम हो तुम्ही करुणा हो तुम्ही प्रेम हो तुम्ही करुणा हो तुम्ही मोक्ष
मेरे सोच तुम्हें मोहब्बत हो, मेरे सोच गुरु माता गुरु बंधु सखा मेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम प्रियतम तुम्हें रामनाथ तुम्हें प्रियतम तुम्हें हृदयनाथ तुम्हें तेरे चरण कोटि तेरे चरणों कोटि
Satguru Dinanath Sai Dinanath Sai Dinanath Sai Dinanath Sai Dinanath Sai Satguru Dinanath Sai तुम हो भक्तों के युग अवतार तुम हो भक्तों के युग अवतार तुम नंदा नंदा के लाल भक्ति के साई पुकार तेरे दीननाथ साई दीननाथ साई दीननाथ साई सतकोटि प्रणाम दीननाथ साई दीननाथ साई Satguru Dinanath
Parvati is here. Parvati, you'll share your invocations with us?
I just came to tell you that I love you. And thank you.
love you and thank you. I love you too, my dear. Thank you too. We would still be on Ustream broadcasting if it wasn't for you.
The good old days. We couldn't see anyone else.
We couldn't see anyone else. Yes. Just sitting alone at the table. Just You'll share your invocations?
Oh. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamulam Guru Murti, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa, Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramya, Sarve Putrani Pashantu, Makaschit Dukhabhak Bhavet, Asatum Asat Kamya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamya, Mrichurma Amritam Gamya. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Murti Ji Ki Jai. I've got flu and I got all emotional. So I'm sorry if it's a bit croaky.
very beautiful as always, my dear. Thank you also very much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji Ki Jai.
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 Thank you, thank you. Thank you all on YouTube as well. You can turn the broadcast off now, maybe.